So here we have two bodies connected with a thread, and for this body, tension force is acting away from the body in this direction. So to counterbalance it, friction force is acting in opposite direction and tangential to the surface of contact. In the vertical direction, normal force is acting in perpendicular upward direction and mg force is acting in downward direction. As there is no vertical movement seen in this object, so we can say that the magnitude of normal force is equal to the magnitude of mg force. So nextly, for the second object, tension force is acting away from the body in upward direction and mg force is in downward direction. Also, there is no vertical as well as horizontal movement, so we can say that the magnitude of tension force is equal to magnitude of mg force.
Here we can see that the block is moving because of the static friction that lies between the surface and the block. So from here we can conclude that static friction is the self-adjusting force of friction which counterbalances all the forces acting over it.
Here we can see that the value of static friction has reached its maximum value. Now the maximum value of static friction is known as limiting friction. In this case, the net force acting on the body is equal to 0 and body is in the state of equilibrium.
Now we will add some water to it to increase to the container to increase its mass, which will also increase the weight of the container. Now we can see the block has started sliding over it. So we can say that the value of static friction has exceeded the value of limiting friction.
When the magnitude of force acting on the body exceeds the value of limiting friction, then body begins to slide over the surface. In this case, the force that comes into play is called as sliding force of friction. Now let us start the laws of limiting friction. The value of the limiting friction is independent of the area in contact. You can see here the nature is done. The limiting friction acts tangential, that is along, to the surface in contact. The limiting friction is directly proportional to the normal reaction. With this, we would like to conclude our project, Laws of Friction.